Hi, this is Rand Smith with System 7 Coaching and Real Estate Workshops, here with another real estate marketing insider secret that you can use in your business. We've been talking about, if you joined us before, we've been talking about emotional triggers. Today we're going to go through emotional triggers part 5. What are they? Emotional triggers are little anchors that you can set in the mind of the consumer so that you can actually persuade them easier to take the action that you would like for them to take. It gets very, very easy when you know what to do. So let's pick up where we left off and go to emotional trigger number 21, guilt. There is a human premise often used to gain advantage. Give something to somebody and you automatically engender a feeling of reciprocity, one of guilt, if you will. That person often will give you more in return than you gave them. It is often used in direct marketing with the use of stickers or address labels, beautiful color brochures, and repetitive mailings. And now for your action step. What can you send or give your prospects that costs little but will engender a feeling of guilt or the need to reciprocate? How can you provide such excellent service that your prospects feel indebted to you and wants to buy? This is also known as the law of reciprocity, which says that if you give me something and give me something again and give me something again, that I'm going to feel extremely uncomfortable and guilty until I reciprocate or give you something in return. Stuart Sutton, one of the top agents from Austin, Texas. This is the most technologically literate person that I've met in the real estate world, and maybe otherwise. But he uses butter cookies. I use a little chocolate bar that I have custom made up the shape of a house that has a red sold sign on the front of it. And it used to be I used them for not just closing gifts, but when I would go on a listing presentation, and if I didn't get it, heaven forbid, it used to happen to me too, you guys, I would send them out a little survey with my free chocolate bar as my way of saying thank you for taking up some of their time. And in the survey, just as a side note, I would ask them what I could have done to earn that listing and what was the one reason that they chose the agent that they went with. And I wished them well, and I also asked them one final question. If your home doesn't sell, would you use my services then? They always say yes. Did you hear me? They always say yes. Why? Law of reciprocity. I was nice to them. I wasn't disgruntled that I didn't get the listing. I sent them a chocolate bar. It's unusual. They probably won't eat it. They'll keep it. And it was law of reciprocity. They wanted to give me something back. And at that moment, it didn't really cost them anything to say yes. Then when that listing expires, and every time they did, guess what I had? A listing that they were already committed to. Let's go to emotional trigger number 22, specificity. When you use specifics, your advertising copy and your presentations are a lot more believable. Typical advertising lingo has been associated with general claims that are easily dismissed as simply advertising puffery, or worse than that. By using specifics, you enhance your offer and make your offer more credible. The action step. Add specifics to your claims. Research the facts and use details. For example, if I say that I sell more homes in a certain area than anyone else, then I can back that up with some statistics, couldn't I? I could, as long as they will back it up, I could find the statistics, and maybe I found that on average, the average real estate agent of all the realtors in our area sold an average of just 3 homes in that area every year. But yet last month, I sold 7 homes in that same area. So, last month, I had a relatively good 2 years by comparison. Now, I wouldn't say the last part, but you get what I'm saying. If you sell 7 each month in that area, everyone else on average sells just 3. Well, guess what? The odds of them choosing the right person if they choose you are raised significantly. Emotional trigger number 23, familiarity. People are much more likely to buy if they are familiar with the brand name, the product, or the company offering the product or service. The more familiar your prospects are with your brand or company, the more inclined they are to accept your claims and buy your product. And now for the action step. Make your company familiar through repetition and strong graphic awareness. In the case of a real estate agent, it's you, Inc. You are the product. So you want to talk about yourself. The way you do that is through repetition. Constantly them seeing your name. One time I branded my name with a statement after it. It was Demand Rand. Demand Rand. And I had branded it so thoroughly in my market area, the Monterey Peninsula, that people were saying Demand Rand every time they'd hear my name. I'd introduce myself. They'd say, oh, you're Demand Rand. It was unbelievable how well it works. People like to do business with people that they're already familiar with. So one way or another, through your marketing, through social networking, you need to become a household name, if at all possible. And you can do it now much more inexpensively than I ever did. Emotional trigger number 24, patterning. If you have a product to sell and others have sold a similar product, find out how they did it and pattern your approach after theirs. But don't copy. Chances are their approach worked for them and could work for you as well. Later, when you are successful, you can pioneer new ways to sell your product. Now for the action step. Determine the most successful participants in your field and determine what they do that is effective. Then figure out a way to pattern your approach after theirs without copying, adding a spin or a twist of your own. Now, you guys, that's what you're doing right now, aren't you? I've been in the business. I've been successful. Top 1/2 of 1% for the last 30 years in sales of all real estate agents. Okay, that's pretty great. But isn't that why you're on this call? You're learning from somebody else that already did it. I used to have a shadow program in my office where you paid me $1,000. You can come down for a week and just follow me around. Just shadow me. You didn't speak a word, especially on a listing presentation. I wouldn't land you or you'd be in serious trouble. Okay? But that is the most effective way for you to learn. Look at somebody else that's already has succeeded at what you really want bad, and then simply copy what they did to get there. And then as you get very good at that, and what you do is working, then you can modify it, improve on it. Shoot, I've had all sorts of great realtors. Nolly Williams, Stuart Sutton, so many of them, Galen Hawes, all these great agents who have simply just copied what they got from me, and then they've improved on it immensely, and they're all at the top of their game, you guys. And it's not because I'm a genius. It's because there are some things that work, and they work in spite of me thinking that they're all mine. Okay? Emotional trigger number 25, hope. An implied hope attached to your product can be a very strong motivational factor in causing your prospect to buy from you. Possibilities abound in anything a prospect wants to do, be, or have all are implied through the power of hope. Action step. Determine what you can imply that will give your prospect the hope that your product or service will provide a benefit, something you can't guarantee, but may be possible simply by buying your product. Well, you can offer guarantees just like I do, but an implied hope is even better. It's something that is just short maybe of a guarantee. I don't mean even better, just short of a guarantee. An implied hope. Now list with me, you're going to get moving. 2 ways to sell your home. Hire a real estate agent, wait for an offer, wait for an offer, wait for an offer. Hire another real estate agent, wait for an offer, wait for an offer, wait for an offer. Reduce the price, wait for an offer, wait for an offer. Hire another real estate agent, wait for an offer, wait for an offer. So on. Or number 2, hire Rand Smith, start packing, you're gone. It's an implied hope. One of the best ads that I ever did. Okay, till next time, this is Rand Smith with System 7 Coaching and Real Estate Workshops. We'll be back with another real estate marketing insider tip just for you. Have a great day.